Question by you/pizza_is_life. Dating someone on the spectrum. Discussion. Hi everyone. I recently turned 40 and the day after my 40th birthday I received my diagnosis of autism after several years of tests. It took so long to get diagnosed because as a kid I learned to hide my quirks in order to avoid attention. But hiding my quirks destroyed me. So, now I am learning to love my newly understood self. I'm just wondering what dating might be like. I feel so overwhelmed with dating, but yet I also want to try. I am a good woman with a good heart and look pretty good, I suppose. Would you date a 40-year-old autistic single mom if she is otherwise an amazing catch? Can you be attracted to someone who has quirks like stimming, unusual special interests, easily overwhelmed? If you are autistic, thoughts on all this?
Reply by working_from_bed. I don't have much advice and I think my answer would depend on where on the spectrum my date might fall. I wonder if you've seen the show Love on the Spectrum on Netflix. There's a woman on the US version who talked about how she tries not to tell potential dates that she's on the spectrum because of the assumptions people make. Reply by Daunting Prawn. 47-year-old male. I dated a woman on the spectrum. She was easily overwhelmed, she stimmed in a few different ways. She was quirky and a little unpredictable. She was sweet and badass, strong and delicate, and had an amazing heart. Her presence was the most calming of anyone I've ever dated. More than once I've regretted that we didn't have more time to see what could have happened. My one recommendation is to just be open and communicative about who you are. It really helped me that she was about to explain to me what to expect, what her needs were, and what different behaviors meant, etc. I would have been very confused by certain things otherwise. Reply by Vipalif_oldest new. I had to look up stimming, but I don't think it would bother. In the end, I probably fart and snore more than I should. We all have our quirks. The ones we're discussing here seem better than my ex's quirk to stay out all night drinking and sleeping with other men while I took care of the kids and the house. Reply by Gizmotech. 46-year-old male. I suspect I am also mildly on the spectrum, but not so much I ever felt the need to work on a diagnosis. I just have a few quirks of my own, stimming, missing social cues, and I also have kids with some similar challenges. It wouldn't bother me at all to date someone on the spectrum, as long as we can communicate about the issues we face and set expectations and boundaries. Reply by Germana said. Most people are something. Either neurodivergent, or depressed, anxious, bipolar, you name it. Most all of us have childhood trauma that we never addressed. At our age, nobody is without issues. Just have to find a compatible issue.
Reply by Munsel71. I am a female and was diagnosed at 43, I'm 50 now, and have been dating with no issues. I don't hide anything, I stim to my heart's content, and if I think I'd like to see them again, L will usually tell them on our first date as 1, I'm not ashamed. 2, if they're going to have an issue with it, I'd rather know early. I've been on many dates and only once the guy visibly and immediately changed as soon as I told him, and subsequently ghosted me. Many people don't really know what autism means or have some incorrect preconceptions. Furthermore, we are all different anyway, so when you tell them, give them a little explanation. For example, I say I'm autistic, which in my case it means I have various sensory issues and struggle with this and that, but the cool parts are this and that, as it's not all doom and gloom, we've got some cool bits too. Don't just say I'm autistic and assume they'll know. Finally, tell them when you feel comfortable in doing so. I say it early, as that's just how I am and I'm cool with rejection. If someone isn't open-minded enough to give me a chance because of this, then we likely wouldn't get on anyway. However, that's just me, you should take things at your own pace. Happy dating.
Reply by Informal Brother. Autistic gamer, nerd, geek and part-time dork. It's almost funny, I got mine just over a year ago, 3 days before my 49th birthday. Masking will drain you quickly, and the crash is harsh. I have been talking about ASD here for a year now and I have gotten some valuable feedback and some not so much. The big takeaway is as soon as you are comfortable talking about it, be open, it will only help you. I still debate putting it up front, but everyone keeps telling me not to.
Someone on the spectrum? If yes, how has been your dating experience as an adult? Also, what would your advice be to one? People on the spectrum when looking out for potential date material? 2. People who are dating people on the spectrum. How should we treat them, and is there anything we can do to make the dating and relationship experience more pleasant? Are you 40 years and above? Please subscribe and click the notification bell. Let us share with each other age-appropriate thoughts and advice. Thanks for watching. Another 40 Plus.